girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I honestly cannot believe it's been over a year since my last video. So much has changed, but I am so glad to finally be back on YouTube. It will be a bit different this time round. I do honestly still love singing, it's such a big passion, but like I said, a lot has changed in the past year for all of us with COVID, and I have completely changed my career. Singing is still a massive hobby of mine, but I thought I would get back on YouTube and share with you my new life. So much has changed in the last year, honestly, just crazy. I cannot believe how quick it's gone. Obviously, it's been a hard year for all of us with COVID, and living on my own was not ideal, being in four walls in a flat, literally no personal contact whatsoever. But even though it's a difficult year, it honestly has been the best year of my life in some ways. So about a year ago, I started my own business doing online fitness and nutrition coaching, and I spent the whole of lockdown last year doing all of my qualifications for PT and becoming a nutritionist, and honestly, setting up Achieve has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love my job. My job isn't even my job, it's just something I love to do. So very lucky. It's been an amazing year. But I thought I would start my YouTube up again just because I've missed it so much, and I think that Instagram is such a highlight reel. You don't really get to see that person's personality, and even though I do talk quite a lot of my stories on Instagram, obviously only a certain number of people do see that. So I thought it would be good to get back on YouTube, involve you girls in my life, what I get up to, coaching, fitness, lifestyle, everything really. I will also involve some singing videos in that, I'm sure, as like I said, it's still such a huge passion of mine and a real hobby, but my life, like I said, has just changed so much. I've also got a fur baby who is 1 year today, and honestly, he is the best thing ever. You're gonna love him, so he'll definitely be featuring on some of the videos, I'm sure. So I thought I'd use this video as a bit of an introduction for those who haven't seen my Instagram, for those who haven't seen my YouTube before, but also just a bit of a get to know me Q&A. So I put a Q&A box on my Instagram, I think it was a week or two ago. I've honestly been trying to video this YouTube video for so long, and it's just been so busy with work and isolation, and just everything has been rammed, so I haven't had the chance to do it. So today I just thought I would sit down in front of the camera. I've got a spare half an hour, so I thought I would just video all of the questions and just get it done. So I'm going to start with the first question that I received on my Q&A, which was, where do you live, do you enjoy it, and will you ever move? I live in Bath. I'm originally from Bristol, but I live on my own in Bath, and honestly, Bath is home for me. I love it so much. It's the most beautiful city ever. You have to visit if you haven't already, and it is somewhere that I call home and always will be my home. But I think part of me does really want to travel the world and also stay in other places, live elsewhere. So I think I'll always have a base here, but I probably will move around a bit. Some hints might come up soon in later videos, but yeah, always will have a base here. Love Bath so much, but can I see myself moving? Probably. Second question, how have you coped with COVID and lockdown? Do you know what? I actually think I coped quite well, considering that before COVID, I was that person that really didn't like being on their own or in their own company. And then obviously when COVID happened, I live on my own completely. I didn't have anyone here. It was literally just me, four walls. I didn't have Enzo at the time. And I just did all my studying, kept busy, did home workouts. Just became okay with my own company. And do you know what, as hard as it was, I do think it was something that has really built me as a person now to where I am now compared to a year ago. And there's a lot to be thankful for in terms of what it's taught me about myself. So yeah, I think I coped quite well, better than I thought I would, but obviously there was difficult days. But I think everyone has had to deal with COVID in such different ways, and really focusing on the fact that I have been so incredibly lucky to not lose any family members from COVID, especially with my parents being vulnerable, is just the best outcome out of this horrible situation. So yeah, I do think I coped with it quite well, but obviously it wasn't a nice situation. It still isn't, you know, things aren't completely back to normal. I've only just got my second jab, so even people that are double jabbed aren't completely, you know, immune to it. So yeah, I think it's been okay. Onwards and upwards, let's be positive. Third question, what are your current goals? So obviously, as I said at the beginning of the video, I am now an online fitness and nutrition coach for women worldwide. And my current goals are to just help as many women as I possibly can to do that. Now, I also have fitness goals, which are probably more displayed on my Instagram, and I will involve you girls with that on the videos to come. But in terms of my current goals in life, it is to build up my business and help more people, focus on me and my own happiness. I think a lot of the time in the past I've always put other people first before myself. I really struggle with that, so it's definitely a goal of mine to be a bit more focused on me and what I want to achieve. I also really want to travel a bit more, obviously COVID dependent next year, probably not this year. I've got a lot of things happening this year, which you girls will probably see, but yeah, if I can get away, I will try. But I am still quite anxious about COVID, and just the hassle of going away right now with all the tests and everything is just not something that I really want to risk with what I also got planned for the rest of the year. So those are my current goals, mainly business related, because that's just the way I am, and also spending some more time with friends now that we can do that. So yeah, that's a really big thing. How old are you? I am 26 and I'm 27 later this year, actually in a couple of months. A lot of people think that I'm a lot younger than that, but no, I'm quite old really. Bit of a grandma. Are you a qualified nutritionist as well as being a level 3 PT? Yes, I am. So nutrition for me was always a really big thing. I am such a foodie, like going out for food is just, oh my god, best thing ever. Cooking, really love it. So for me, even though I've always been into fitness, I really wanted to also become qualified in nutrition, because I think it gives you an extra edge. It was something that I loved, and also I think it's so important to realise that when you're thinking about goals in terms of physique and fitness and health, it's not just fitness, it's not just being a PT and having that level of knowledge in terms of fitness. You do need to have such an understanding of nutrition, because it's a huge element of it. So yeah, I am qualified in nutrition and also in personal training. I also am a personal trainer as well as being an online coach, but for me, being able to give a more holistic coaching in terms of confidence, mindset, nutrition, fitness is far more beneficial for more people worldwide. But I do the odd PT session face-to-face, just because I'm such a people person and I love actual like physical contact with people rather than it just being online. But to be honest, with most of my clients, I do Zoom calls, and they're more like friends than they are clients. Yeah, honestly, the best job in the world. Would never ever change it for the world now. It's the best decision I ever made. And I will obviously link the website below and also my Instagram, so you guys can go and check it out. Next question, did you go to university? I actually did go to uni, and I went for 4 years. I did business and economics, and I actually got a first class degree, and I never thought that would happen, because at school I had to work so hard to get grades. Like, I'm not a natural academic person. I have to really work my ass off to get good grades. But I think because I was so determined to have my own business when I was older and just prove everyone wrong that I could do university, I just really wanted to push myself, and I worked so hard, so hard. I actually made myself ill in second year with how many hours of revision I did and how much work I put in. But yeah, I did go to university. I went to Henley Business School, which is part of the University of Reading. The best 4 years of my life. I met some incredible people, which I'm still friends with now. I definitely grew in myself as a person. Yet again, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, being on your own, living without your parents, like, it was such a good experience. But I was still close enough to home that it wasn't too far. The only thing I'll say about if you are thinking about going to university is make sure you're doing something that you love, or that at least you think you love. And that sounds weird to say that, but I think with university, a lot of people think that they've just got to go and pick a random course just to say that they've gone. And I think if that was me, I probably wouldn't have gone. Whereas because I always knew business was for me and I loved it at school, well, even before sixth form when we did business in school, I loved it and it was always something I wanted to do. It probably has come from my dad being a businessman since he was literally like an entrepreneur since he was like 16. So it probably runs in the blood that I am a bit of a businesswoman. But honestly, if you want to go to university but you're worried about being that person that's scared to be away from home, just do it. Believe me, you will surprise yourself at how well you cope and you make so many amazing friends. So yeah, definitely recommend uni. Have you had any work done, i.e. lips, Botox, etc.? I actually get this question quite a lot. The answer is no. I have had no work done. The only work that I'm currently having done is my Invisalign, which honestly I would recommend to anyone. I actually used to have really great teeth, but then during lockdown my wisdom teeth came through and they all started to cross and my overbite came back, because I did have braces when I was about 12. Because I used to suck my thumb when I was little and I had like a massive overbite. Yeah, Invisalign is the only work that I have had done. I haven't had my lips done. I do get asked that quite a lot. Like I said, I think if I had my lips done, I would look ridiculous. They are big enough as it is. I definitely don't need to have my lips done. I haven't had any Botox. Honestly, really don't really like needles. Like, I have the biggest fear of hospitals. Like, I had a really bad accident when I was quite young, and those of you that know me would know that I would not put myself through anything like that unless I really, really wanted to, for a reason. And to be honest, this is a liner 12 out of 14, so I've only got 2 left. I started my treatment in May and it's currently the end of August, so it's growing really, really quickly. I am actually going to finally do a Q&A about Invisalign on YouTube, but I wanted to wait until I'd done enough of the process to be able to answer the questions that were asked. So yeah, that video will be coming up soon. Next question. Any tips for looking after your blonde hair? So I used to have really, really long hair naturally, and then I had extensions put in to make my hair thicker because it is quite thin. And then during lockdown, obviously, we had to take our own extensions out because you can't just leave them in. So that was fun and games trying to do that. And when I took them out, my hair was just in such bad condition. It was actually a lot shorter as well, which worried me. So I had them, obviously took them out. And then when we got out of lockdown, I decided to cut my hair short, which obviously I've still got now. I am actually going to be putting them back in for a bit, but cutting them short just for thickness yet again. But in terms of tips for keeping my hair in good condition now and so blonde, I do use purple shampoo once a week, and I use the Fudge Hair purple shampoo. And then I also rave about Olaplex. I have used Olaplex for probably the last 6 months now, and I have noticed such a huge change in the healthiness of my hair, and it's definitely got thicker, it looks healthier, it feels better. So yeah, Olaplex and purple shampoo are my top tips for blonde hair. Next question, why did you become an online coach? So fitness has always been a huge part of my life. Ever since I was young, I was really sporty, was in all the sports teams. I did national ice skating for like 12 years of my life. It was always a huge element of my weekly life, daily life. Sport was huge. So I knew that my passion for fitness probably would never be able to become a career, because I'm very driven in terms of wanting my own business, and I wasn't sure that being a PT would be enough for me. But when I realized that being an online coach would enable me to work my own hours, be able to help people worldwide, grow my business in terms of fitness and nutrition, it was kind of the best option for me. And I never really went down the plain PT route. So I think for me, because I had come from a place which was very negative towards food and exercise in the past for so many years, I did so many fad diets, I was so unconfident in myself and my body, that when I then eventually got through that and started weight training and started actually seeing progress, and I knew how to fuel my body correctly and how to train correctly, I then wanted to help other girls achieve the same, because I think it's so common now that so many girls and boys, men, women, any age, put so much pressure on themselves to restrict in order to get progress, and you just don't need to do that. And I think learning that myself and being able to transform my mindset, my physique as well, it meant I just really wanted to help other people. So that's why I became an online coach. And like I said, if you are interested in seeing how it works, what's included and everything, then I will leave the link to the website below, and also my Instagram where you can apply. Next question. Are you going to be doing any singing on your YouTube? Yes, I probably will do some singing videos, just because like I still love to sing. It's a passion of mine. It might be a side hobby. I never know where it will take me in the future, but I love to sing. So there will be a few YouTube videos in there, don't you worry. In terms of the YouTube channel going forward, it's probably going to be vlogging just about my life, fitness, coaching, skincare, beauty, my friends, shopping, just everyday life. I'm going to aim to do as many vlogs as I can. Work is honestly just so busy right now, so I'm just gonna try and video as often as I can, when I can, and obviously I love doing it. So how long have you been training for? So I've been weight training now probably for 4 to 5 years, I'd say, but I definitely was training incorrectly in the first 1 or 2 years of my training. And I used to be a cardio bunny big time, like only do cardio, only really knew the cross trainer or the treadmill, and would think that that was the answer to everything. Whereas now I'm a fully fledged weight trainer. I do some cardio, but the maximum it will be is like a stepper. But yeah, been training a long time, and I think the main thing with seeing progress, not only mentally but physically, is being consistent. And it's something that you can't expect results with overnight. Everybody starts somewhere, and that's so important. I will be doing a video about online coaching, what's included, how it works, basically another Q&A. What is your go-to coffee order? Oh my gosh. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you will know Ames is a coffee addict. Now, I've been decaf for literally, I think it's about 6 months now. I haven't had any caffeine. I gave it up because I was really struggling with my sleep, and also my anxiety was just getting a lot worse. Partly obviously due to COVID, but also I felt that maybe the caffeine was making it even worse. So gave up caffeine about 6 months ago, but I love coffee, and coffee flavored anything I love. So the only thing that I would say in terms of Invisalign, if you're thinking about getting Invisalign done, after this has been finished and I've had my teeth whitened and bonding done, I'm probably not going to be drinking anywhere near as much coffee, which I'm really sad about, but it's got to be done. I'll still be able to have some, but I'll probably try and drink it with a straw, which won't be very easy. But in terms of actual orders for coffee, I normally get a decaf Americano with sugar-free syrup and a dash of hot coconut milk. Bit of a mouthful, I know. Or I get a coconut latte or an almond milk latte. I basically have tried to reduce the amount of dairy that I've been having for the last year or so now, just because it really flares up my skin. I used to have really bad cystic acne, and I will also do a video on this. I had the coil fitted, and as soon as I had it fitted, I came out in cystic acne for about a year. I'm still on antibiotics now for it, and I'm back on the pill. I had the coil taken out, and my skin has pretty much cleared up now. It's gone back to how it was before, but there's a lot of products that I've used on my skin which has really helped, and I think that I get so many questions about how I've managed to get my skin back to this clear state now. So I am thinking of doing a video on that, so let me know in the comments below if that's something that you want to see. But yeah, in terms of coffee order, those would be my top ones. And like I said, I'm just a bit gutted that once my Invisalign is over, I'm not going to be able to drink much coffee anymore. Final question. What is the best thing about being a coach? What a nice question to finish on. So the best thing about being a coach, I have to say, hands down, is just the amount of amazing women that I have met. They honestly inspire me every single day. They aren't just my clients, they've become my friends. Like most of my, well, I'd say quite a lot of my clients are now my really good friends. Like I've met up with them if they've been local, I see them a lot. Like it's just such a rewarding job, helping other women to become the very best versions of themselves, become confident in their own skin, love themselves again. Honestly, it's just so rewarding. It's the best thing about being a coach, because you can just see the progress and the journey that they go through and how far they come, and just being so proud of them and knowing that you have helped them get to a point where they love themselves again is the best feeling ever. Honestly, just amazing. So yeah, that's definitely the best thing. So girls, I hope you enjoyed my Q&A, get to know me. I will be back soon. I'm hoping to video my best friend's leaving do next weekend, so I will definitely try and get that up soon too. Thank you so much for watching. Any videos you want to see coming up, any vlogs, just let me know in the comments below. And remember to hit that like and subscribe button if you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you girls super soon. Honestly, it's been so good to get back to YouTube, and I hope you're glad that I'm back too. But yeah, see you guys soon. Bye!